I mean, honestly, just coming to each of the workshops, being you know, not just being getting familiar with the pie games and how GitHub, works and how everyone does their,
Well, yeah, it's good to build that foundation.
Yeah.
We're gonna have like a PhD student that's gonna be like giving up some more content soon. If you're interested in like AI, machine learning, all that cool stuff, he's gonna be doing that. So hopefully he makes everything like very like bite-sized, like very easy to digest. It's 3:02. I think we should get started. So first, listen to the agenda. You guys see on Discord. We're gonna do elections first. Who here is running for a non-personal position? Okay. What position?
President.
President?
Yeah.
And you?
President.
So we have 2 people running for president. To remind you, treasurer, secretary, like cave rep, there's a lot more positions open, and we can create positions for you if you want to run this club. It's a good responsibility to hold when you have some free time to spend.
At a minimum, we need a president, a treasurer, and a cave representative. But we've also had this last semester a
social media
manager, and
it was operations.
Yeah, operations.
So it helped get equipment stuff done. But you can multitask. I mean, last semester I was president and I also did the cave rep. So it doesn't really matter what role. You don't stay locked up on kitchen for yourself. After the elections, we're gonna do a quick voting session, and we're gonna go over just a review and have a chill meeting today and what's next in the future. So have you guys heard your speeches?
Yeah.
Did you guys see this form? The mini seminar? Did you guys fill this out yet?
No.
It's our PhD student. He's just trying to gauge where we're all at and our interests are. He's the one creating cool projects and stuff. He's doing some neural network stuff.
Is that on Discord?
Huh?
Is that on Discord?
Yes, I'm gonna send it again. That's for you guys to was our first ever meeting. It was like 20, 30 people, I think. Yeah, and this is professor's this project of what was it?
Machine learning to play Mega Man.
Yeah, so he's letting his computer, his laptop, play Mega Man for him.
The computer playing itself, effectively, yeah.
And then some faces. It's me. I really short hair that time. And then this is us going out to Davis, connecting with people at Davis. One of our events going forward this semester is Hack Davis. It's a hackathon hosted by UC Davis students, and we've managed to get connections with like the directors over there. So hopefully we get pre-registration for you guys, so you guys don't have to go through like the whole application process. You'll get like picked right away. So don't worry about like your chance to get in. You'll just get in immediately. That's what we're working on.
For Davis?
Yes, UC Davis.
So we don't have to complete all the prerequisites or anything?
There's no prerequisites. It's usually like apply, like you talk about your experiences, why you want to join. But in this case, we're working on you like getting like right there straight away without applying. Just need your name and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a hackathon, so it's like a social event where you're like teaming up with like 4 other people to create something like really cool.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we had a game jam event where we had students create their own game. We did like a Pi game workshop, which is like a library of Python for you to develop games in. And people made like snake games, driving games, and we had Mario. This was our cohort session. You can see a lot of people like really enjoyed this place. Collaboration everywhere. And towards the end, we did a little bit computer vision. We used like a computer vision model called YOLO, you only look once. And we did like this computer vision over like soccer videos and soccer pictures, and this was just demoing it. And we also did a little bit, this is also posted in like the SEC repo. It's like image recognition, like rock, paper, scissors. Let me see if the audio works. Appreciate that. So it's just a hand recognition system, and then you just put a voice event over it. So if it sees something like a rock, you just said rock, you just tell the person to keep talking to it. And everything is in workshops and events. So this is where I post the slides to our workshops. Like we did web scraping too. We created like a bot that plays a cookie game clicker for us. So if you want to refresh on that, everything's in this section. And hopefully we get this Hack Davis going. They haven't posted anything yet, but just stay updated. And my main goal this semester is to have more group events and less lecture heavy, so you guys can have more hands-on stuff than just sitting there and listening. I think we should get started with the lectures. Yeah. So Chris and Alex, who else is running for an officer position? Yes, and yeah, Rajiv and Joe.
I'm just questions on your positions. So if there's positioning opening up midway through the semester, you still hop into it?
Yeah, you can, you can hop in right now. It's open for everyone. You just need to have a speech, say for this position. That's the reason why. Yeah.
I'll go first.
You're in the position.
So these are the positions that we need out. These are the main 3 that we need, and they're open right now. Okay, so you want to go first? Okay.
Alright. Well, my name
semester, part of the programming club. I would say I'm pretty fairly new to the computer science field, but one of the things that I see as far as like a vision for the club moving forward is actually trying to increase the activity across all the different sectors of the computer science field. Definitely incorporate more of like the networking alongside the programming, the software development. I think having people with different types of expertise and different types of experience backgrounds is going to make for a more fulfilling experience. I for sure see the programming club as far as elevating its status on campus and its presence to more of like a MESA type of role. I think with the way technology and the jobs in technology are going forward, I think if we provide an environment and we provide the resources necessary for people to come in, get their feet wet, figure out maybe I want to take 1 or 2 classes to get familiar with whatever computer science has to offer for them, I think it's going to produce more fruitful results for not only the school but for our local communities across the other campuses in the Los Rios College District. And as president, I'm coming with the experience of running an organization. I used to be an insurance broker. I used to have my own agency. I ran a business across 10 different states. So I know what it's like to juggle and have to manage and have to make sure you meet deadlines, quotas, try to get things going with limited resources, and then also just collaborating with the other positions that the club has, and maybe trying to find people that maybe they don't feel qualified for the positions, but seeing the talent and the skills that they have to offer to the club and being like, hey, you should step into the role and let them flourish. But yeah.
Do we get to ask questions?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, right.
Back on stage.
Sir, you have the floor.
Questions? What do you think you would do in your first couple weeks in the new role?
I would say the first couple of weeks of the new role would be to definitely learn and pick up where Edward is leaving off. I don't want to take away from the work and the time that he's put into the club, or to any of the other officers and the time and the effort that they put into the club. So my thing is to respect what they've done and what they wanted to see, finish through at least this semester. But after that, it's also to learn, okay, where do I step in? Where do I fit in? And getting a feel for how the club has been moving along through the spring semester. I feel like most of my stuff is not going to happen until the summer, into the fall.
Okay.
So adequate. What is your programming experience?
My programming experience is very beginner level. I'm going into cybersecurity and network administration, so that's going to be my forte. But I would say, as far as like in the officiating role as president of the club, my sole purpose is going to be make sure the club has what it needs to be able to offer the experience that people are looking for from your programming. I'm not looking to come in and be like a teacher or a professor. I'm going to leave that to the people that have that experience.
Any more questions? Thank you. Thank you, Brendan.
Alright, hi everybody, my name's Alex. To start off, starting from high school, I've competed in competitive public speaking, and from there I became a state champion in reciting poetry. Since then, coming here to community college, I've gotten into computer science, programming. Specifically, I think I'd like to focus on front-end programming personally, not for this club. So this past semester, I've been the Club and Events Board representative for this club. I've been attending the Club and Events Board meetings, representing our club and informing us events on campus and other club activities. And so essentially, I think that I have the proper experience to run this club and the skills. I really liked what we did last semester. We kept our interests pretty broad, from high game to machine learning and web scraping. And what I'd really like to do is just, keep it up. We were having the PhD student coming in this semester, so I just really like to make sure that, the workshops are very smooth and people can follow along pretty well. Yeah, that's mostly it. We've had a good thing last semester, I really believe that. I think the best plan to move forward is to just keep it going successfully. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. Do you guys have any questions?
What did you think of the K meetings?
Honestly, not much happens there. I think they're necessary to go to, but, I mean, yeah, not much happens.
For sure.
Yeah.
Seems like you wanna like continue like the whole broadness of this, but what's the first thing you wanna like introduce this semester after you become president?
First thing. There would not be a single thing. I think, what we did before was we would ask people what they wanted. And I think that's the best move, just do it again. What do you guys want to do? That's what we should try to do.
Can I also
Yeah,
make a speech? Is that a
you wanna
question?
run for-
I wanna run for president?
So.
Can I
hold
still
on.
hop in or just
Wait,
like?
yeah, we'll finish this first, and then you can.
Do that.
Any other questions, guys? No?
Same question that Christian answered, what's your programming experience?
I've had a little bit in Python. I've done JavaScript. I've recently tried to practice React. And of course, I've been taking the classes here, Java, C++. Not too advanced, but enough. So, yeah.
Any other questions?
Yeah, what's your name again?
Like 3.8-ish.
I was only joking, I was only joking.
Okay. Okay, I think
What's your
that's.
favorite programming language to learn?
Yeah,
Assembly?
oh, yeah, actually, yeah, assembly. That's actually a good one. I took, Marsh for assembly. I think he did a good job at, keeping the language as simple as possible, if you could say that. Yeah, I mean, it's just a slightly different from C++, you just move, well, if you know, you have to move, values within registers, and it's just, I mean, extra steps, I guess. It's a little tedious, but it can get a little interesting.
Oh, you have any questions for him, running as president?
Nope.
No? Okay. Well, thank you, Alex.
All right.
Everybody, round of applause.
Thank you all.
We have another one running for president, like right on the spot just now.
Yeah.
Remind us of our name again, of your name again.
Oh, Danny.
Elaine.
From the floor?
Right.
the floor.
I'm in and out of here a lot-ish. I was there in the beginning for the Mega Man thing, I was there too. But from what I'm seeing, this is a very broad club. There's a lot of different things going on. And I would say no more of that, just Python, I guess. People are having fun doing the Py Games thing. You pick a book, and we all just do the Py Games thing, right? And then the best way to learn is to teach it to someone else. So if you know the previous chapters, you could hopefully teach it to someone who just came in, right? So this way you're learning, but hopefully making games. Because for something called the programming club, not a lot of programming is going on, you know, except the Py Games thing. That was like pretty good stuff. I missed it. I was actually upset. I came in at the end on the last day. I'm like, sick. We're going to do Py Games, and you're like, we're actually done. We're done with that. We're doing web scraping. And I'm like, I left when the web thing was happening. I come back to miss the Py Games thing. So that's my big idea. That's all I would do. If someone else wants to focus on the event side and getting people or whatever, they can go ahead and do that as well. Just like less of a priority on that, more of a priority on Py Games. And getting everyone to the same level. Because a lot of people will have like different things. You know, oh, I'm only learning cybersecurity. I'm only learning this. And then we're getting a lot of little bits and pieces and not like a foundation. Right? So there's web scraping, there's Python, there's whatever, and whatever. Like, what can everybody do okay? Instead of, hey, let's make everyone okay at just something. And I don't know. That's the big idea. Thank you very much. Alex Boyd, vote for me.
Right question.
Wait. Go ahead.
What's your last name again?
Boya Boda.
How do you spell it?
Boyeboda.
Any questions? Right, is it correct? Any questions?
Go ahead, sir.
Alright, so it seems like you just wanna focus on Pygame. What if there's other members here who wanna focus on other
A
things?
different language?
Yes.
But, okay, so what is the thing? Like, I'm not forcing you to do it outside of Friday. You know, like Python's gonna be no matter what. Are you learning C++? Yeah, what? Python's fine. A lot of people use it for quick stuff. So whatever you're currently learning, Python will be an asset, not a deterrent, if you will. Right? I'm not gonna go, oh, we're gonna switch to C++ now because this other guy wants it. Like, no, everyone's learning Py now. You know, there's no point to jump the languages. That's the issue. If you're picking up a lot of languages, you're bad at all of them. Pick up a couple, focus on that for now. Right? So Pygames people seem to like. It's free. There's a lot of free books. There's a lot of free resources. I'm assuming a lot of good videos. Just learn that. Right? It's going to be for loops. It's going to be lists. Some of it's going to be boring, but hopefully you make a game at that. Any other questions?
Yeah, I know you, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I know you ran from the floor, and I don't know how much thought you gave about this,
I missed the Pygames. I was
but
upset that
there's
I
also,
missed it.
I feel like there's a lot of, commitment to the club as the president.
I'm here Fridays for tutoring. I'm a tutor here at the computer science lab until 2, so I can be here at 3 every Friday.
Yeah, and then we have meetings on we do once a week meetings.
For sure.
Usually
I don't know how
the
important that
president
is.
runs that, so
I'm
no
here
one
at
else
2.
is running.
What if we
The
did
president's
meeting
pretty much
around-
doing everything, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll figure it out. You want once a week meeting, that's fine.
But there's a lot of like planning and like hours you have to put behind
Sure
it.
thing. But there's the treasurer?
He doesn't do anything.
He doesn't do Can we get a treasurer more interested?
If you guys, if the new officers decide that you don't wanna do as much planning and you want.
Sure, I'm willing to take like a 50-50
That's
leadership
fine.
situation if somebody's more interested in that. Because I'm saying the other stuff can still happen, and if people are interested in making it happen, I'm not gonna cut it out, that'd be kind of rude, I feel. I just wanna bring the pie thing back in, because everyone seems to be getting rid of it. Right? Yes?
Same question as everybody else. What's your programming experience?
I petitioned for my computer science associates. I'm actually technically already done. I took your assembly class. I finished 430, 440 last semester. My math experience is bad. That's where I am weakest. Programming experience-wise, pretty good. I've been tutoring here at the lab for a couple of weeks. Pretty sure Kovchak will, I can get a letter from Kovchak for my credentials. I can get a letter from Jimtown for my credentials. I can get a letter from my Folsom professor. I'm trying to remember his name. He's really good. You should check him out. So those are my letters of recommendation for computer stuff. I'm okay at it. I'm okay at C++. I'm learning Python now. Yeah. Any other questions? All right. Thank you very much.
Do we wanna like also have people run for vice president, or maybe like have the second most votes for president become vice president? Or
Everyone going to Berkeley?
If we don't have anybody running for treasurer cave rep, those positions will be offered first to our other candidates.
Right.
So,
And also, like, in terms of like, doing stuff for the club, you don't have to be president to be like in charge of like all the content and stuff. We also have like people like Juan, the treasurer, work on the repos with me, Alex like with ideas and stuff. Like, you don't have to be president to do stuff, but you can also be a cave rep and like help with the content and contribute. Titles, I can give you any title you want. The matter is like what you do.
yeah, our officer corps is really a team.
A team.
It's not the president
Yeah.
is the one doing everything.
Yeah, everyone pulls their weight.
So,
So, I did notice you guys said you guys have meetings every week. When is the meeting in here?
we have been holding them, at 5 o'clock on Tuesdays over Discord, just via voice. But based on the new officer positions, that can change. I mean, as long as it's something that I can make with my schedule, it can change.
What we did basically is we would just like meet every Tuesday and we'd say, okay, whatever we wanna do Friday, let's have a plan. So then when Friday comes around, we're not just like sitting with our laptops there, no, we had like a little presentation or like something we wanted to focus everybody on doing, because it's more fun if we're all doing something.
Yes.
And
But-
there's also where we shared information from the cave meetings
Exactly.
and planned for events like the Hack Day Stay.
It's like a kind of like a real like job, like a stand-up meeting. You can
Yeah,
say.
they very rarely got up to an hour, but usually hovered around 30 minutes.
Our quickest one was like 15 minutes, like 10
Yeah,
minutes.
they're not huge meetings, it's just, check in and make sure we know what we're doing for this week.
Yeah.
And that's the commitment that.
The thing is, we ran things a specific way last semester, and you don't like if you officers want to do things different this semester, don't feel discouraged. Like we try to do the best, but like we don't know what's best. Like Alex said, like the pie games, like the pie
What
games
you wanna
was
do?
really fun. I thought it was really fun too, but we talked with everybody. Everybody was like, okay, we decided as a team, like, okay, let's like expose people to other stuff. But maybe like we learned last semester that people really enjoy that, so we can do that all semester this semester. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it always changes.
I mean, it's, ultimately, the club is student-run, and it's not like there's a huge amount of tradition. We've been at this will be our 3rd semester.
Yeah.
So it's, and our 2nd set of officers. So it's really, you can make the club the way you want it. If you like the way it's been going, we can stay the course. If you want to make changes, you can make changes. The only requirement is that whatever the schedule is, I've got to be there. That's part of the contract. But yeah.
Is there any additional requirements? Because I did run president and vice president and treasurer for other clubs for other semesters before. There's additional academic requirement. Is there any additional requirement?
Oh
for
yes, it's go to the drive. It's on the drive onboarding.
You have to have like a teacher.
Yeah, you need like a 2.0 and you need to be enrolled in at least like 5 units.
Yeah, that's a requirement of the campus.
Yeah.
I believe that's for the treasurer and president only, right?
And that's for.
It's for any officer position.
But technically, the other officers are just our officers.
Well, yeah, that's for the official ones, cave rep, treasurer, president.
What is it in officer roles or?
It's we wrote it on PowerPoint, man. So semester.
Oh, officer roles in the PowerPoint.
Yeah, I think it's on the second.
Yeah, so
slide.
you need 5 units and maintain a 2.0 GPA. I'm sure I'll be.
Yeah, that's required of us by the campus to hold
Yeah,
the club.
Yeah,
So,
5 units and 2.0 GPA.
Yeah.
That's it.
The only thing is, if you kind of become a president, like be ready to like kind of like be on top of things, like when we have our meetings, like have a little agenda that you want to go through. Because I mean, we're all a team, but like
Yeah.
somebody has to have the initiative.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it all yourself, but somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
That is ultimately. I'm here to help as well.
Alright, from the floor, who else wants to run for a position?
Any position.
Zach. Come up stage. Come up stage. How to spell your role? Last name again, is it? Wait, it's like this. First name is that?
Yeah.
1K.
Just F-A-R-D-A.
N-A-R-D-A-N. And what role are you running?
Runner for nothing. Cool.
GBD.
Alright, so I totally have a speech up here, guys. Introduction to who I am. So, my name is Zach Arden. My name is Zachariah. I just go by Zach. I hard to say Zachariah sometimes. Fun fact: I couldn't find my keys, so I was really late. Next thing is I'm running for. And the next thing is also I'm gonna push for making this a bit more. One thing I want to try to do at least is keep it so that we had a lot of people with many different skill levels last semester, very beginner level people and people that are like a lot more advanced. Maybe trying to bring some stuff that would help people, onboard like we did last semester, and then also do some stuff that would be like higher level as well. So some more high level projects, not just getting everyone to download Python onto their computers.
Zach State didn't know how to do that.
They didn't know how to do it.
I'm just saying.
It was so worth it though.
Yeah,
I
it
feel
was
like-
worth it.
Yeah.
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 up?
Do you have any plans to bring any hackathons to the campus?
Hackathons to Sacramento City College. You know, that's an amazing idea. I like where you came up with that. So at Sacramento City College, there is a wide, diverse board of students, and among that board of students, I don't know how many there will be that will be willing to do a hackathon, because I went to Sac State Hacks, and a more established hackathon, and they were like 3 guys from Sac City, among those Alex. So if it's going to be local and people still don't want to go to it, and it's going to be bigger with more awards, I'm not sure how much they would be willing to do it here. But as we grow our club and the years continue, maybe in the future.
It's hard to try. Another question. What position you want
You can go for president, and then if like somebody is like president, the next like second place gets like.
Yeah, I'll get second place.
Yeah, you want to go for the
So
children?
the position you're running for is second place?
I'll go for chill dude.
Okay.
You see that? That's a new position, guys. Or treasurer as well. That'll work.
Questions?
Yeah, what's up?
Same 2 questions that everybody else answered. First, what would be your plan for the first few weeks after being elected?
So that's the first question?
Yes.
Okay. My plan for the next few weeks, my main goal would be to advertise the club because I'm in social media last semester, and I plan to post a bit more on there real quick. Let people know the club's running again. We'll have meetings Fridays every meeting again, and then as we see the people roll in, we're gonna do the same thing, onboard them as quickly as possible, and then from there, just try and get started on projects at least by week 3, or this is week 2, so week 5, I guess. Yeah.
Very concrete. Second question, what's your programming experience?
My programming experience. So I took AP Computer Science in high school, learned Java pretty good there. Came here, did some projects over the summer, nothing big at all, just like messing around. And then C++ I've been learning that for the past 2 semesters. My Java experience is much higher, much better. I hate C++. I mean, I can't hate on it too much because I'm still learning it, but as it goes on, I'm liking it more, but at the same time, it's a bit wanky. And then I have some experience with Python in the past. I did Code Wars with HP Hewlett Packard. They had a high school competition where people came in, did code style questions, and whoever answered the most, like it was difficulty, the points were ranked based on difficulty and how many you did. We ended up getting 3rd place in the novice division, and we did like half of the questions, and the 1st place for the advanced division did like all of the questions. You had 3 hours to do basically 28 legal style questions, and like 5 of them were code hards at least. How they did that. But
Doing half is pretty impressive. My first time joining all of them, I could only do like 1. Yeah.
First time I did lead code, I felt 2 some.
Yeah, dude, it's actually 5 is impressive. So you know. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions from the floor?
Oh, so a lot of people talked about this, but or I guess maybe Alex talked about it, but he thought that last semester it was more fun when we did like the pie game stuff and like everybody just worked on their little projects instead of when we switched around topics. What do you think about that? And what would be your goals for like a weekly event? What would you want to do? Like more presentations, like group projects, etc.
So we did a lot of workshops, obviously, including the pie game ones. But what definitely made the pie game the most fun was being in groups, meeting with people, and then also like if you didn't know how to do something when you were individual, you'd have to call on you, and then you would go one by one, or everybody go one by one and help people out as they go. But if it's a group, then you can just kind of help everyone out at the same time. It's easier to get started because if someone doesn't know how to do it, you can get everyone else on board as well. So being in a group, meeting with people, sharing your struggles on downloading Python and setting up your paths to get your quick run. But you know, it's a good experience working with other people. That's how you guys introduced it. You're gonna be working with people if you're gonna be a programmer. So
If you think about it, it's kind of like a hackathon, like groups of 4, and you have questions you ask engineers and stuff. That's what we're trying to push forward this semester, more like groups and programming. So, any other questions? None? Okay, back to the floor. Okay, I think that's it for today's election. I have a Google form ready. It's going to be officers, I'm going to publish it in announcement.
Is everybody in the Discord?
Anybody new not have access to Discord? All good?
One. Oops, there you go. So if you check the Discord, you'd be pinged. It's an announcement, and just vote for whoever thinks, whatever you think that's the role. I think Zach's getting the role. Like, just an officer.
Yeah, don't vote for me.
Everyone else is
for the president, bro.
You don't have to vote for me.
Yeah, man.
I think more on my laptop.
Yeah, better Verizon. Hey, Vaughn.
Or to Zach.
We have more.
Okay.
So, I reckon the plan's gonna be, first place gets president, since it seems that's what people want. From there on, second place will be allowed to have their choice of one of the remaining positions if they want it. Then third will have a choice of any remaining position if they want it. And then fourth will be one of the remaining positions. We do have, there's only 3 required roles, but we do have at least 4 officer roles in this club. So everybody's getting something if they want.
Oh yeah, can the past, like, officers vote?
And all club members can vote.
Okay, I'm
I'm the only exclusion. It'd be a conflict of interest.
This is hard.
I voted.
You voted? Why did you vote for him?
Fine, votes here.
It's a vote.
You don't wanna sell it, vote?
Including the candidates, everybody gets a vote.
If I hadn't voted already, 20
Register the vote.
There you go. I think these votes are not of the disclosure.
What was that?
Should we show the results?
Yes, but I'm pretty sure it is gonna be anonymous. Like the form.
Let me check on my end. And I'll just announce it from here. Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
Well, anybody voted that wanted to vote?
I just. So results are in. Let's go from top to bottom or bottom to top. Okay. So bottom position. So there's only 3 votes. 3 people got voted. 1 didn't get voted. So we have a split decision between the top 2 and we have the bottom person. So in third place we have Mr. Zach Bardani.
Yes!
Congratulations,
And second and first position goes to Alex and Christian.
Tie.
So they're a tie.
So, in that case.
You guys are gonna have to like fight it out. I'm sorry.
Good.
I think it's other Alex, right?
Yeah,
Wait,
wait,
Alex.
Alex.
Oh, yeah, we have 2 Alexes.
Alex, you're in.
Alex, former officer.
Alex from Officer and
Christian. So, we're gonna have to.
You wanna rush and go, or do you wanna split the office?
should we?
Russell,
Should we have a-
I can discuss it. I don't think Roshan knows a good idea.
I mean, the roles don't matter, but
Yeah, you're gonna be an officer out of the way.
okay.
Unless you
You wanna do a re-speech?
A runoff election?
Yeah.
Let's just quickly vote again, but now for the 2 first place. See who gets actually first. And see.
My vote didn't decide the position, by the way. It didn't.
Okay,
So should we do another vote one more time?
yeah, let's hold another vote real quick, see if that breaks the tie, and if not, I'll think of something.
Okay.
I'm
not gonna vote.
Question, which one of you do you think is more on the evil dictator side?
And the what?
Who is the evil dictator?
Oh,
Who's the bad guy?
Who's the
obviously
bad
it's
guy?
Alex.
Okay.
Joke's on you, this is an evil organization.
That's what they call it.
That's exactly what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like I'm through, then. science.
Let's just hold like a small talk, okay, let's like a small debate. Let's go with Christian first. Why do you think like you're suited for president and Alex is not?
Just in the overall office or position, I have the leadership experience necessary to run an organization. So running the club would be no different. The only thing is that I wouldn't run the club as if I knew everything. I would run the club knowing that there's people in here that know more than me when it comes to programming. My goal is just to make sure that the club gets what they need and that the people are able to enjoy their experience here. It's not for me to try to be like, yeah, I can teach you something new. You know, I'm a cybersecurity network administrator major. So, you know, I would like I mentioned in my speech earlier, I would like for the programming club to be pretty much like its own de facto MESA organization. I want this to be computer science, you know, friendly for all aspects of the computer science field, not just specifically for programming. But I know that nonetheless, Alex brought up a good point, which I would agree with, is that yes, we do have to hone in on particular foundational principles for people to actually learn a programming language. So that, you know, I would agree with that. As a president, I would obviously go to him and be like, hey, let me hear your idea. You know, Alex having the previous experience of being, you know, officer in the club, I would like to know his ideas and his thoughts. You know, and relying on the previous officers and their experience with meetings and getting the hackathons and all of that. Like everyone is valuable. There's no one that is not valuable. I think everyone's experience, you know, promotes the well-being of the club in general. My job as a president is just to utilize that and promote that even further.
Alex, what do you think? You're
Thank you.
president
Thank
and
you.
Christian's not. What do you think?
Okay, well, like you said, I do have the experience as a club officer. I'm not gonna have to figure out how to play my role as much. If I were to be elected, we can get straight into planning what we have in store for the rest of the semester. I mean, like I said before, I think we can just, as an officer from last semester, we can easily use a lot of what we did before, getting feedback from people, you know, and similar to what you said as making the programming clubs kind of like a MESA for students here, we would be doing that. I feel like last semester, like we did hit a broad variety of topics. Simply put, I just do it again. I feel like it doesn't. We don't need to push too much. We already have a working formula, and of course, to address what the other Alex said, when it comes to like the hands-on stuff with Python and collaboration, I feel like that is one point where we can improve. I don't think the issue was in switching topics too much. I think more the issue was that we didn't put a definite like conclusion onto it. We didn't let people meet enough or finish. We didn't give enough of guidance to make sure that the ending was satisfying for everybody. I remember my own project with other people. We didn't really finish anything. We kind of got started, and that was fun, but we couldn't really, finish. And I feel like if we do a project similar to that, we should have a day where every group has a complete product, and we can show it, and we can admire each other. But besides that, the workshops were good, and we'll be having a PhD student come in to also do workshops. We have everything in place. I feel like I'm comfortable with a lot that has been in place already, and I've firsthand seen the things that we need to work on, and I feel like I have the experience and skills to bring that forward.
Thank you. I think guys could talk it out on what session you wanna run. So I'm going to open the form again. I put all the responses and
Do you mind if I ask them the two questions?
yeah.
So I've heard from you guys have the opinion that, having something applied, like the Python, would be a good idea going forward. But coding's usually kept in like a virtual space, but what do you guys feel about something like doing something more applied with coding? Like Arduino projects or working with a Raspberry Pi.
Oh, like hardware?
Yeah, bringing code to hardware type situation. Because that would be an interesting endeavor, kind of like the Python project you were doing. It gets you to actually make something.
The thing is, the level of people is below that. Right? They're
Well,
not at
no,
Python.
well,
They're-
Arduino,
It's easier.
Yeah.
to-
They'll- Like, how simple,
I feel like
what would
it's
you
more
want
often-
though, right?
answer that question.
Wouldn't just learning Python be a broader situation? This is, feels again, you're just shrinking the coverage.
It would, but, there are, like the Arduino chips, you code them just in C++.
Yeah.
So it's at a level that everybody's already taking classes. So, but I mean, that's up to the president.
The biggest challenge for that we tried doing the last semester was we didn't have the equipment, and then at the end, Professor Jim Town got a ton of equipment at the makerspace. We were thinking of doing that, but we just never got around to it, and we had pretty loaded semesters, so,
Put you on the agenda.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's the answer first?
Yeah, so like addressing that concern, right, like more applied stuff, I'm taking my core classes at CRC, for my major. And one of the things that I brought up in my speech is to actually collaborate with clubs across the other Los Rios campus. And maybe they have projects that we can borrow from them. I think the collaboration with other campuses and then collaborating with just other clubs and other groups is gonna be essential to kind of the vision that I have for having the programming club be the de facto mesa for the comp sci students. Because we need all the resources that we can. I mean, for example, right now we have a limited number of people running for a one particular position. And we're gonna by de facto be ranked into the other officer positions, you know, and so be it. But my vision is to have a continual line of succession, you know, of officers for this club. My goal is stability, my goal is productivity, my goal is to make sure that people know that when they're pursuing a comp sci major or they're trying to figure out what it is that they want to do and they're trying to just get their feet wet with something applied, right? Like when we have like my first project on my resume, they know that they can come here. And there's probably like yourself or maybe someone else that will pitch a project, right, with the officers. The officers will talk about it and then decide where in our schedule for this semester can we, implement this project where everyone can be on board, and not kind of just be scattered behind. And one of the solutions that I have for that is cohorts within the club. I think one of the good ideas that the Discord has is kind of like the different channels, right? And I think we can do that within the physical realm of the club itself, is to have different cohorts. Maybe there's a cohort that's more advanced working on a particular project using Python or another programming language. And there might be people that are more inclined to that particular type, and we can put them with the people that are more advanced. That way they have a mentor, and build a relationship with someone that they can be like, what I'm actually learning outside of the classroom and within the club atmosphere.
You need the question repeated or no?
Yeah, can I ask you, so your question was, what are my thoughts on,
some like applied projects for, applied coding.
so instead of Python, something like Arduino's?
Yeah, well, not just instead, but you could combine the two in a way. Well, maybe not applying Pygame to Arduino, but projects like that, where you actually get an opportunity to have something physical, or like Pygame, something that you actually can work with.
Tangible?
Yes, tangible, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I think we should have. Again, I would like to, most likely we would send out a survey to ask people what they would want. When it comes to Arduinos, they mentioned Jimtown has Arduinos that we could potentially use. Me personally, I'm not well versed in using Arduinos, but I feel like we could definitely do like a starting workshop, and then if people are interested, then we can move on and do an applied project with that. Yeah, I mean, simply put, just move the club how the members want to do, what they want to do. That's essentially it.
Sounds good.
So I have opened the votes again. Please go to the Discord and look at this.
Same link.
Same link and put in your votes. And this is our final vote session.
Anything going on the weekend? What you mentioned?
Just homework. Trying to survive my last semester.
Nice.
Well, how many credits are you taking?
All 17 this is.
Dang.
17.
You don't even have time to like.
How are you here? You should be in a class.
How many?
Huh?
17.
Just 17.
Oh, the same desk? No way. What?
Bro.
That's dope, bro.
I thought we found that out last semester.
I did.
Didn't I show you?
Apparently.
Yeah, Evan's taking like 21.
21.
Again?
It's live. It's like that.
It depends on the classes, I feel like.
Like this 21 is quite chill, but they have to
Yeah.
classes.
Yeah.
Not everyone.
Like last semester, I took 21 my second semester, and that was like not that bad. And the last semester I did 20, and that was like terrible. And
Yeah,
I just,
dude, the math classes were killing me.
Yeah.
Okay, results are in. Who hasn't voted yet? Please raise your hand right now. You have to. I'm just kidding. Take your time. Your vote counts. Your vote matters.
The deciding vote. You can screen share it too. Oh, but you don't have the. Oh, yeah.
No need. Make it more dramatic.
Also, oh, you have the HDMI thing in your math, right?
Yeah, I know.
Can I announce it?
Nah.
Everybody's votes in?
Drum roll.
Okay. No need for a drum roll, it's a tie.
Come on, guys.
So why did you guys? Okay, let's have two presidents then. Just the title, whatever. But then, like, I don't know. We just need someone to be like,
Here.
hey, whatever. President.
Flip a coin. So, club officers, the ones that we absolutely need, as according to the CAPE board, president, treasurer, and CAPE rep. We've been fighting over president, but at this point, I think we should talk about the CAPE rep position, because that's actually the one that has an extra obligation, which is to attend the CAPE meetings.
That's important. You get money from
Yeah,
it.
and it's not just important for the growth of the club, it's also straight up required. So, we want to make sure we have that position filled by some officer. So, our current batch of 4 interested officers, we'll have to make sure we have at least one person filling that position. Because again, that's required of us by the Cape Board vote, your name as a club.
It's like this one.
Can you write down the second before Wednesday?
Yeah, and it's, the Cape meetings are the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of every month at, is it 2? 2, and it's, you can join remotely, I'm pretty sure.
It's either on campus, Rhoda Hall North, second floor. And if you're there, they pay attention to you, or online, you go, you get it done. You can actually, like, our first semester, we didn't even go, they didn't notice. However, no, we are going to go.
Yeah, we would, we've been too active in the meeting for them to
Yeah.
assess it more.
If you go online, you get the requirement done, but they're not gonna pay attention to you. That's where you get money, and that's where, you get events planned.
If we're interested in getting budgeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't worry about the rules, we'll get you on board. We have like everything laid out, like slides, onboarding, did all that thing, so
Yeah.
you're good to go, like straight up.
We have a Google Google folder with like all the stuff we use. So everything's there already. When you get the role, I'll just give you access, and you'll have like literally all the forms we use for everything.
Alright, so, of our 4 officer positions, is anybody, I guess, willing to volunteer to fill K-1 position?
And we can still hold the other position too? Or is it just one or the other?
We need somebody, we need people in these 3 positions, they need to be 3 distinct people.
Yes.
You can't go to the meeting either way, but we're just gonna put somebody down as care rep because they require some care rep.
Yeah, you need a name for charter, that's why.
Just one of us needs to be there.
Yeah, and just, it's not the, to be honest with you, the Cape rep position doesn't really hold any less power in our club than the president position. Like I said, we're more of a committee. So it's, more so that we have somebody filling that position.
Zach, how do you feel about?
There are ways to petition and get this stuff put on your transcript too. That's why these are important to like follow if you're serious about
I
it.
didn't know that.
So
Wait, I didn't put on my transcript.
Wait, what?
No, that's sick.
That is something for the new officers.
I mean, okay, I'll say this. If you're president or treasurer, whatever your role is, you go to the Sac City website and it'll say you're the president of the Sac City program. So that's, I guess that's the best perk, and then you can put it like on your LinkedIn or whatever, that you're the president. That's like the perk, the name, but like you do the same thing. What's up, Zach? Yeah, does anybody, I mean, I guess you two like won the vote, so as long as like you don't take it, Zach can be treasurer. I don't know, is that the way we wanna do it?
I'd rather just flip a coin and let.
Yeah, sure, let's flip a coin.
Coin flip.
Hold on, do both candidates agree that coin flip would be okay, or would you prefer to settle it in a different way?
I fight to the death.
Because I wanna make sure we will just spare them.
we need to do a coding competition.
Nah.
Oh,
First one to hack.
choose up, who's gonna choose up? First one to solve the
We need to
two.
flip a coin.
Coin?
You're okay with coin flip?
Okay.
Alright, close it.
Ultimately, you're both gonna have,
Oh, yeah.
ultimately, you're both going to have a
Yeah.
say in what the club does.
I think it's just because obviously the people that voted is tied and they both feel lean, towards both of us. I mean, I don't mind letting him be the president, but it's just out of the respect of the people that voted, like obviously with the tie.
Okay.
So,
I voted too, but if I can vote one.
Yeah, say, I thought the same way, but also.
If I didn't vote, who did do the voting? I didn't vote, actually.
You were running before it, sorry.
No, I'm out, then never mind.
All right.
Okay, so. Flip a
Flip
coin?
a coin, what's it called?
Flip a coin? Okay. Heads or tails?
I have a coin.
President of the US, heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails?
What are you asking him for?
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, we're not even flipping a real coin. Alright.
That's up to you.
Did I do it on the screen, you guys?
Best out of 3.
What's up?
Okay, so it was tails, right?
Yes, with tails.
Yes.
Okay.
Alex,
so-
what position do you want?
I'll take keep rep again, I guess.
Okay, so that settles the most important positions.
Treasurer! One secretary.
And then,
I'm good, thank
yeah,
you.
if you would like to, if you would like to be on the officer board, you can be.
I'm okay, I voiced my opinion on more Python, please, or something like
But
that.
you'll get the same power, so.
Like,
we vote on what we're gonna do.
I'm just saying it's up to you. If you'd like to be on the board and attend our meetings, you're welcome to. If
Sure
not,
thing. On Tuesdays, when it is?
we typically hold on Tuesdays. Tuesdays at 5 via Discord, so you can be anywhere.
Sure thing.
Alright, so, I suppose, secretary or whatever.
Secretary.
You can
You're
invent
not
a title.
obligated.
Secretary sounds perfectly fine, that's a real position.
But, okay, but we have, can you open the onboarding? So we have kind of like, some roles, or the doc is good too, honestly. Yeah, the doc is actually maybe even more updated.
I'm just gonna send this link to this.
So we have kind of like what each person does. At the end of the day, we don't stick by this. It's just, I wrote this down last semester. I kind of like wrote down what each person did, so you can like, know what to do in the role, like to split the work, so like the president doesn't do everything, basically. But I put down the responsibilities kind of. So I have a role description. You don't have to read all that. If you want to just skip through it, you can just read the responsibilities. But Edward was our president last semester. Every time we had a meeting, he would have an agenda. He would like reach out if we didn't have anything planned on Friday, and I think that's important because like if we're all loaded on homework, like yes, put school first, but like also like somebody has to take the incentive or just cancel the meeting worst case, and he kind of like spread the work through everybody else when there was work to be spread out. So he kind of like delegated, which is nice. If we're all just like voting on who's gonna do what, it's gonna take way too long. I think it was that way. And then I was treasurer. I like petitioned for funds, and I'm still doing that. So treasurer, like funds are on hold until we get that back. And I think from this semester we're just going to do a cash advance. If we spend money, we're not going to do refund because that takes way too long. And it was way too much stuff, and I don't want the next person to deal with that. Don't worry, I'm still dealing with them. Like we'll be fine, but just don't make the same mistakes I made. And you have to talk with student leadership if you use money, which is what I'm doing right now. So just be where you'll meet Deborah, Mike, and Evelyn. The KREV too, we go to the KREV, so you'll meet everybody in KREV, which is student leadership and like a bunch of other people. And you have to go to the meetings. That's like the biggest responsibility. Like if nobody can make it, you're the
Our KREV's the same as last semester, so I think
Yeah.
Either that or
Okay, and then secondary, you take notes during our meetings. This is so important. You have to take notes during the Tuesday.
Somebody does. It doesn't necessarily have to be. We didn't have
Yes.
a person.
I think Alex did.
Alex did.
Alex was doing it, yeah, good double.
It's.
Yeah, but the best way to spread it, I would say, is the secretary does it, just so everybody has like a fair amount of work. But if you can't do it, it's fine. Somebody else can do it. You can alternate. You can do whatever you want. You guys decide. But also, we have like a social media account. We have our Instagram. We have our LinkedIn. We have our YouTube. The LinkedIn we really use. You can do whatever. You can grow it. You can decide. Oh, we don't want to waste our time with that. Our Instagram, we like post our like just cool stuff from our meetings. I thought that was really cool. A lot of people saw it. And the YouTube, we posted like meeting recordings. We don't have to do that again, but I thought it was cool. And then we have a Gmail account too. That's where we have our folder. So I'd say like you're the person that's gonna like take care of that. Make sure you keep like the passwords and stuff and the credentials. We kind of have that stuff on Discord and on our folder. But just if anybody has to deal with stuff, I'd say it's that person. Just so like there's some, if anything comes up, like I think it's best if somebody takes care of it instead of just having that work delegated. But this is just like what I thought was best. You can change this if you want. Yeah,
You have
what's
a
up with
question?
it?
You have a question? What's your name?
What's the Instagram? The Instagram is SCC Program Club. It's on our sticker.
Yeah, we have our sticker right here.
Wow, it's a really good sticker.
Repping the bro, repping it.
Here.
I think Zach was on the stickers, right? You want it?
Zach should just appreciate it. Yeah, of course. I think it's a ton of stickers on Mesa. If you want more. We still have some? I think I have like 2 left in my wallet. Whoa, 1 left in my wallet.
So one, first order as president is to grab a bunch of stickers and start slapping them on like
All over campus.
all over
I think that's
campus.
cool. You know, we make our stickers for free, just so the makers get it. So.
Yeah, it takes like 30 minutes.
Yeah, depending on how many.
So yeah, if there's a lot of people, you can 2 hours.
But literally like slapping them like like wall to wall, door to door.
You can approve this.
I think we could do a several of that. Oh, it's that.
They can bring it up to us at the meeting.
Yeah, oh, and then we put up flyers, so just know this. We put up flyers.
I think
I
about next quarter.
Yeah.
But
Then
we have to
have
get permission
permission
from
to
Kate.
just run and get rid of all
We
the-
can't just put up flyers. So, yeah, they put them behind these like glass like panes, so like they're pretty safe.
We'll just say a rogue, club member.
Oh, yeah, they have the AI 9 now,
It's not
285 or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Club Day, I don't know,
What?
I don't know if Club Day is right.
Yeah, I was.
I mean, they'd say so in Cape. I mean,
That's our current flyer.
Oh yeah, as president, you have to get Costco pizza.
No, we'll take that off for now, we'll take that off for now.
That's, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we need new flyers, new stickers.
Don't spend money out of pocket, if you're going to get money out of, like, we have a ton of incentive in place from the meetings. So there's more money that should be going into our account. However, you can either use the money through, like, you spend and they reimburse you, which turns out, I wouldn't recommend it, that's what we did.
Yeah, we are still waiting to get a
We're
reimbursement
still
last
with-
semester, so.
So all the pizza is from my pocket.
So
we
what
have to be
I-
very
yeah.
careful about
We
that.
had angel investors.
It's like mainly everybody.
So
They're
that's,
still
so you're saying
waiting.
the president has to panhandle.
For their
No,
own
I'm saying
No.
don't, I'm saying don't. I'm saying instead, Zach, you're the treasurer, fill out a cash advance form, get it to them as soon as possible,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
you'll have money to actually spend, like cash that we don't need for.
Okay, yeah, hopefully we learn from our mistakes. and-
Yeah, I have all the forms on the drives.
And these guys aren't going anywhere this semester, they
Yeah.
just can't show up and do as much work, so.
Yeah,
They're
if
still
you need
doing it.
anything, just call me.
I have, I don't wanna
Yeah,
call names, but I know there are like clubs out there that has, I know this is like illegal, but there are clubs out there that has like a bank statement at the side where it's like cash.
Oh, they'll ban
box,
you.
And.
They'll shut you down if you do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they say
yeah.
explicitly, if you have a bank account, like if you have money outside of like your club account, which you can't even access, like we will shut you down.
Yeah, there's,
Yeah, like that.
and if other clubs will do something illegal, that's not my problem, but,
Yeah.
we will not be doing that.
Do not name names.
Just let me know.
Even like our
We never
account
heard that.
is with
Right,
the
right.
central office, and to get money in, like out of that account, it has to be through a reimbursement petition or a cash advance. Recommend cash advance, and then if we do a fundraiser, you can do that too. All the money has to go into our account within like the week or something like that. Or they will shut us down.
Probably
yeah.
helps preventing.
You'd be required to read all the handbooks if you get signed. Most of that stuff should be in the orientation folder
Yeah.
anyway. Should all be in
I
there.
put all the important stuff on the slides, so you'll read that when you start. But there's a handbook that is a club handbook that has all the rules you need to follow. You should technically read it, but a lot of stuff you don't.
It's not too long.
But it's there.
It's a reference.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys roles and access to the officers' channels.
Are you gonna retire us?
Nah.
We'll
still here. We'll stay here.
No, but like, do we get a new role?
Like past president,
Oh, there is.
Yeah, past president, past president. I'll do that. We're gonna have our first officer meeting, official meeting on Tuesday, next week. So, if you have an agenda, shoot me a message. If not, I'll come up with something. But you're later on gonna be doing that. Yeah.
Should we go to that meeting?
Yeah, we should go to that meeting. I think our first meeting would be onboarding. Yeah, an onboarding
It's up to
meeting.
you
Sounds
guys,
good.
that's up to the agreement of the current past.
I mean, it's just you and I, though. It's
It's up to the council.
Yeah.
So it's just, yeah, it's just two more people. The one thing we found out about that meeting is that when you have a like virtual meeting with like a ton of people, it can get really noisy.
Maybe we can,
But I think it'll be fine. It's just two more people. No, it's you and me. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah, Alex too, right?
Just us two.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, yeah. Alright, well, we got everything sorted out on the first day meeting, that's good. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I think the rest of the time, I don't wanna hold you guys here, you can't go, but I think we're just gonna. Oh, yeah,
That's
Oh,
for the-
yeah, we can do that. I mean, yeah, we didn't prepare anything.
Yeah, we
Because,
didn't prepare
we have the
anything.
project. Do you have the projects from Python with sound
One second.
on your laptop?
One second.
We also have the solar regatta that's
Oh yeah,
that.
in the works, so if you're interested in that.
is that?
Boat racing, we're gonna build a boat and compete in competition versus other campuses and other high school campuses as well.
It technically is Mesa, however.
What's that?
It's very much related to programming.
No, but most people in this, I mean,
It's fun.
we have to build a team and we get to 30 people, and right now our team is like 4.
No such power.
If nothing else, you get to go see the lake. It's actually a fluid pool, and it actually is very scenic. And then
Well, no, there is programming because we're gonna be connecting the solar panels
About 4 to
up.
5 people in the group.
And there's room
well, that's
for,
electrical, but
there's room for analytical data, monitoring, and
Let me just.
wireless
But we have
relay
until,
communications and stuff like that.
Not like
March.
Bro, my other like it's a huge register team, bro.
No, it's already registered, from our understanding, it's already registered, we just need more people and, those people have to register individually too. For the,
Yeah, you
that was
can-
one overall.
Kids, the women.
Seem like, as long as, it seems that this group is bigger than over time. If the group builds more, then those individuals will have to add in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're in the process right now, so right now we're dealing with some insurance stuff. So once we can get the clear on the insurance stuff, we're gonna be pretty much good to go after that. That's a big thing that's annoying, insurance stuff, because
Or shoot Edward.
it's a school branded event, so then they have to do all the insurance stuff. It's not like we're just going there for fun or whatever. Yeah, since it's like a campus competition.
And then, for the pilots, while reading all the things, it seems like the pilot, you have to like start now as soon as possible, cause it takes up to 2 weeks for all the people in school. And you have to take
Are you gonna do the pilot? I just went and jogged the phone with the dude from the Cal State Park or whatever. And he said you could do it online, so I'm doing online, but
Oh, you're a pilot?
I didn't know that.
yeah, well, I have to because we don't have any numbers really. I'm just doing it just to
pilot
keep
for,
it going.
for doing the pilots, but do they usually get a, I don't think they get for.
No, and we, you get more ripple.
It's actually not
Right,
too
what
hard,
goes up
it's just like any.
comes down, right? You got it.
So just like, hey.
As long as you don't lean left or right too much, I think we're okay. I think we're running into an issue on our height, and weight doesn't matter.
Or just signal your emergency, that's it.
That's one thing I was, cause I was wondering.
It's a basic.
Low, it's low, it doesn't matter. But I think there is some.
I mean, like, on the thing is, I do have,
Is it,
I do have
is it okay to ram your bow?
and I do have a battery.
Well, they give us a battery,
Well, not
they give
even
us
that,
the
just in general,
signals,
on
and
the
they
lake.
give us like,
Is it okay to?
like a majority of the motor mechanisms they give you, so everyone is standardized.
Oh, okay. That would be really good. You guys know it?
He's too busy. He's got like homework to do.
Everybody has more to do.
Yeah, he's like, well, yeah, but you was like priority, right?
No,
Jay?
Was it like you?
Right, G? Priority homework, #1.
G?
G?
Does anyone know how to initialize a virtual environment?
Everybody should have.
How do you remove the process?
Yeah,
Hey, G, but
that's something
you don't
I
have anything to show. The numbers help.
Yeah,
us.
I use your second semester.
And then, it's here for what you want to get out of it, right?
Major.
So if you're.
I'm not like running
allowing
I was thinking about this, like.
It's a tremendous, like,
Oh, yeah,
I demand to, like,
Yeah, I
if
mean,
you're
it's
able to,
like anything else on
get
the
into
campus,
state
is here,
and ask them.
how to,
Was-
is it, you wanna be super integrated in it? You're gonna
It's a full ride.
keep people on
It's a
campus,
full ride.
become involved with, you know,
Cause I know,
faculty.
a few friends of mine,
learn about
I met
how
here,
campuses functioning,
they're
more on the
in the process of
inside,
getting
and
to the state,
You're
just to
gonna
get the
learn
full
more about
ride.
programming, cause you're gonna have to.
So is this like the computer science and cybersecurity like relative or?
Yeah.
And it costs a lot of time, so you know, that's trying to.
So you have a programming,
I mean, I'm gonna have to like manage your time management, like, I have an app on my phone, but like, I don't really use it
PowerShell,
to manage
PowerShell
it.
is something that.
But I should be using it.
So it's just, what is your expertise using PowerShell?
I use it sometimes, right, but I don't know about that.
Oh, it's some signature thing, right?
Yeah, it was.
We're gonna be creating a game.
I think, I like to see that side, like, computer science is more broad.
So,
I mean,
what we
like,
could do is just like.
Yeah.
voting on
Cybersecurity
the
is more like-
servers.
Yeah.
voting on.
Yeah, I mean, just take a vote, kind of.
Computer science, you have a.
I mean, math also reminds me of reading.
Let's say, for example, you choose to pursue a
Oh,
computer
yeah, I
science.
mean, like I said,
Astronaut.
I mean, if we could do that eventually, though.
I don't know if that's the best place here.
Software development.
Because we're at a JC, so you have to keep every semester we're getting a new wave of,
Managing, yeah.
I think it was something science. But, wait,
That's
actually,
my-
I can get my book on bar, what that was.
I think it's in like,
Thing is, it's good if you know what you wanna do, it's gonna just go directly, like, for example, cybersecurity, it's
so you never
direct.
really get up.
You know, more straightforward, more straight to the job, in cybersecurity.
Forgot what the exact.
So like, this is
You going out, computer science.
there might even be a couple of gap years
That's
there where
right.
it's like.
They're teaching you
Yeah,
a lot of things of everything,
no, I don't know, but I think one.
but that's more towards like informational side, so.
So what is it?
You're just
I didn't know there was
figuring
another
out
way
what
to-
your strength is.
Average.
Right now, I have no idea. I just want to get my computer science degree and
I have to figure it out.
Yeah.
But like,
If you would've started a whole.
like, my business a lot of.
Is it, I mean, I'm gonna create my own, like,
It is turned on demand.
what, I mean, like, my goal.
It's not the general purpose. It's a Windows 10, because what it is.
One reason is like.
Yeah, it was
So, and I thought about this.
specifically, your computer doesn't, it blocks any program that doesn't have a digital signature. Like, any program is like a Steam game has an actual signature. Like, and any, oh yeah.
It's an idea of mine. If I can create a programming language and launch my own company, after getting some experience.
So I'll tell you this, though, just.
Well, this one, this one,
Just from talking
like this one,
around,
yep, settings,
asking on
policy.
people.
I might
Like,
even launch my,
Yep.
I might even.
transfer wise, you will have a higher chance of getting to
Oh, yeah, there you go.
resident computer science.
I mean, come
That
on,
would be
Because
the difference.
Tesla, I
a lot of
can create a
people are
better
going into
program,
4 years
more
with
reliable,
computer science
more
degrees,
safe.
so it's more impactful.
Yeah, this one
Also,
also has.
I like that, because he went over.
Yeah,
Requirements for comp sci are a lot.
I didn't really know that.
You don't want all
So
of
he
that.
can get time.
Most of them wants to take the initial investment on like. They wanted to go to the state or in Elon.
No, that's for any trusted
public.
publisher. I know.
CRC?
That one's the bypass, but,
I mean, he could become a traffic
Yeah, what's, I mean, kind of interested in kind of.
Here, this one.
I'm not like that much of a fan of AI.
Is it user policy?
I mean, ChatGPT is helpful.
This is my first time hearing about this.
Because it's very.
I mean, when you search up the AI thing, it helps a lot.
As far as like the community knowledge level compared to like the.
yeah, you have to like look it up and readily find it.
So it's an actual program, like how there's a nursing program.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the?
Wow, that's neat.
Where you save,
I might have to look into that.
But,
Yeah.
there's a guy.
Is it like a program to help you get into these?
That's trying to.
And it's the only way you can do like
It's in
Python,
a-
well, no, it's the only way you use the
you guys
with,
take
school.
tours
a lot
of
of
the
Friday
but
here.
it's like my benefit.
Make yours better, hit better students.
Fun fact about that is, so the current advisor for the Muslim club right now, he used to be the advisor for the cybersecurity club. And he really do want to start a cybersecurity
Yeah,
club.
when you're in the club, like, it does
So,
help, like,
if
knowing
you
people,
do think about maybe
like, they go.
They said that they
Sometimes they're just like, public people.
Oh, wait.
we just need to run out of switch.
That's true.
Oh, there you go.
But I'm sure Zach would like to.
Because the thing is, there's a lot of clubs here. Sorry,
We can set some team,
Slightly
club team
different.
for sex day, for sex day.
Yeah, well, I have planned on talking to.
And Hack Davis as well.
Because I'm not here to Net Club. There's Net Club, there's Math Club, there's. It's very similar to white, and they're all in the stem field. And there's like business club, there's business club, there's entrepreneur club. It's like,
And if you did go there, you could tell like.
So pick one, it's just
Alright, next month.
Yeah, I think like the purpose of these kind of clubs, so I don't know, to do kind of like side projects for your portfolio, and also like explore what do you want to do in this field, if like computer science.
It's okay to have that completed year one to try to figure it out, and that's what it's for.
But in the past, my first program was
Sorry, what was your Sorry, what? Lulu? Okay. I don't think I've seen you at the other meeting.
Which is.
Is this like your second semester or you've been going here? You're transferring next night? What's your major?
I thought I did some. What do you want to make? There's like very good.
What would you say is like your biggest takeaway from something like what do you think would be good for someone by the time you leave that you think we should have going on?
They're actually basically the same course, just more. They meet the same.
It was like so useful that I think you should build on that. I think I did the screaming one.
Was there anything that, from your experience, like going to school, that you think that someone is coming in, you would say, sure, it'd be nice for the club to be able to offer? If you would ever drive over,
So I recommend the thing is, I was hoping they could see this semester. Right when I got this, I was like, oh, there's only one master's craft.
I think try this one.
Like internships and stuff like that. Okay.
Basically, and I don't teach one.
So you tend to want to do the rest of the semester. Someone that's
We've had to go back to this. Or is it closer?
If you told someone I was gonna help you track, like, how is it just so you know, it was like an hour and a half projects. It's the only
Like, you don't even know what to, I don't even know what to do, but that's where you.
I think you
learn
don't
how to
want to use,
find what you most of the
what was it?
Says,
Hey, it works.
you guys look up, which sort of use,
Yeah, that makes sense.
that, and you understand it, all the, just as you go through, you just pick everything out. I mean, you guys basically do Python approach. Business.
Hey.
No.
Python is like basically mobile.
We've done
Yeah.
mobile,
Oh shit.
Have you guys treated
we did React, Python,
That's
and.
definitely.
I'm gonna basically from,
But I mean, like, completely finished.
I mean, for one second,
Hey,
I'm
sorry.
gonna need to learn.
This one?
We didn't do like a major project, but it's still out there.
That's all Joe.
It's a website.
was that?
It's like everyone, like working like you did. Drifting game, this model, let's make it. But like a major big project, like, I don't think everyone's gonna be like our company because of that. It's more of like a side thing, like a group of people like do a website to do that.
Wait, so we do, so you guys are not really school?
No, it's ongoing, but like we just like completed.
You can work on this.